Hello everyone, author DL Tillery here, the Mr. Horror, and welcome back to my live streams. It is Tuesday, and I'm back for more writing sprints, reading sprints, productivity sprints, whatever it is you're working on. Plop in and work with me. And hi, Jocelyn. Happy to see you. You made it right on time tonight. Look at you. I'm probably going to be reading tonight because it is the Howl and Haunts reading challenge for this month. So I do have the book that I mentioned last stream that I'm middle of reading and is claimed by the alpha. So I am enjoying that, and I'll be reading some of that doing the sprints tonight. I don't know if I'll be writing anything, but I am going to be reading. So whatever you're working on, just go ahead and pop it open, write it, whatever it is you're working on, then go ahead. Even if you're crocheting, we've had people do crocheting too. So anyway, that's what I'll be doing tonight for this particular stream. So I will be here until 8 doing that, trying to get some of that reading done. I don't want to fall behind because I have quite a few books to read doing this challenge. So yeah, that's going to be something. And Jonathan said, I missed everyone else's stream so far today. I never catch streams because a lot of people actually stream during the day, and I do not. I'm working during the day, so I definitely cannot stream. So I just kind of just see if I can catch anybody's stream, which hardly happens because of that. Unless they're streaming late at night, but usually that means I'm going to bed. So it's really hard for me to catch many streams unless they're on the weekend. Then I can catch the weekend streams, but like during the week streams, not so much. So it's not that easy for me unless there are some streams in the evenings. I didn't, Aphrodite. I didn't send anything because most of the time y'all know if I stream or not. So I figure if y'all want to join, y'all just tell me if you do. I didn't send it. So I'll send it now if you want to join because most of the time we all doing different stuff. So I don't send it unless somebody requests it. So, but let me send it for you. Let's see, where's the invite link? There it is. Yeah, I don't auto send it because it's kind of like, yeah. If y'all got time to join, y'all let me know if y'all want to, and I'll just send it then. That way, skip a step. Let me go in here. Oh, the goddess's link. There it is. Boop. There it is. So yeah, I'm just going to. I've been trying to stay also strict to my time, mostly because StreamYard, once you go over and they're like, you have no time left. But yeah, so hey Al, nice to see you. Whew. But yeah, so a few of you guys are here tonight. Aphrodite is here. She's gonna probably join backstage soon. But yeah, so let's see. I think I got a timer already set to go here. Let's see. I got to pull that and move that. There we go. I have one ready to go. 30-minute sprints. You know the drill if you've been here already. I do 30-minute sprints. Usually we manage to get 3 in. I usually keep the chat to about 4 to 5 minutes in between those times in order to try to stay to the 2-hour mark. Let's see here. 30 minutes. Yeah, give me a second. There it is. Alrighty. We were at the 5-minute mark, so after we pop in, I'll just add you. We'll go ahead and start the first sprint at 30 minutes. Whatever you're working on, let me know in the chat what you're working on. If you're working on anything, freeform writing, if you have a project that you're working on, or you're just going to hang for the night. And be sure to hit that like button while you're here, please. Thank you. And let's go ahead and start the first sprint, and I'll see you in 30 minutes. Happy writing. And that's time, everyone. Let me know how you did in the chat. I managed to read about, 15 pages probably, so moving along.
Oh, is that me? Hold on.
Oop.
Sorry about that.
Are you good?
I always forget to mute because I'm watching on YouTube so I can keep up with the chat.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, whatever. I'm crazy.
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
I have abandoned all of everything I said I was going to do, and
Oops.
I am starting a puzzle.
Yeah. Not wrong with that.
Because the grandkids are coming over, so there's no point in me trying to start any writing.
Yeah. I'm just reading. I ain't writing nothing tonight. Maybe Sunday I will. Hey, sir.
I did work on my werewolf script though.
Oh, that's good.
I'm going to try to put my video out Friday, as long as what do you call it? Technology is cooperating with me.
Yeah. Oh, that is.
You said Sarah's here.
Yeah, she said. I
Hey
showed
Sarah,
up and almost finished the video I was working on when I got here. Cool.
I miss you.
Get the stuff done.
I really do. I miss our Sarah talks.
Oh yeah.
We got to do some more OG live streams.
Oh yeah.
It's
It's
been a
hard to
minute.
find time to.
It's hard for everybody to get in
Yeah.
sync.
She said, "Miss you too."
I really do.
Free writing here.
I
I
think
figured you were.
I think I got more done in that time period when we were all writing together.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm actually getting back on track with all that. Forgive my mood, everybody. This week has been trying me, and I know it just started.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been trying me.
Doesn't take long for the week to be a pain in the butt. So.
Yeah, but I do want to talk about at least something good. I am shooting my Radio Demon story.
Oh, cool.
So I'm really excited about that because this is mainly your fault. I'm gonna just say
Okay, I'll take it.
That my brain is going so dark of late.
That's not my fault. Don't even try to blame that on me. You know what I mean?
But I got all kind of into this Radio Demon story.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it's over your fault. I'm putting the blame there. But it's, the cool thing is everybody is wanting to work on it, and that's making me happy. So I won't feel like I'm begging people for help. Like
right.
Everybody's like, "Whoa, can I be a part of this?"
Yeah, if there's something scary, then
that's got to be what it is.
Yeah,
Because the premise of the story is really simple. You have this guy, and he's a basically a VJ. Mm-hmm. No, I mean a DJ. Excuse me. He has a podcast where he tells sensual stories.
Yeah,
and he does them in first person. So he's like, and then well, actually, no, isn't this kind of second person? No, it's first because he's not saying you. And he's like, I went to the so and so, and I met her there, and she did this, and blah 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 blah. And he's telling you these stories. But these stories always ends up with him basically sucking his victim dry because he's supposedly a vampire. Well, he actually isn't a vampire. When he's saying that he's sucking them dry, he's sucking their souls.
Yes.
So he's telling you all these stories and you're all entertained, but really what he's doing is telling you what he's actually up to. Mm-hmm. So your fault, people are like, oh my God, Simon, he's so fine. And ain't nobody seen him. Oh my God, did you hear his latest story? And and are you listening to the news about victims?
Nope, they sure not. They probably on TikTok.
I'm putting two and two together. And he even had a line where he goes, that's one of the things he loves about Baltimore. Because Baltimore don't care. Like Baltimore don't care. He can walk Baltimore streets and do whatever he wants, and no one's going to question the newest dead body.
Yeah, like yeah, that happened, and that's it.
I mean, that's true for everywhere in this country, but the fact that he said it, like, yeah, I can do what I want, and no one's gonna stop me.
Yeah, what's going on?
But everybody is taking it for story time. No one's thinking he's doing this.
Yeah, taking it for doing serious. Yeah, yeah.
So the cool thing about the shoot is it's still a 2 day shoot because the radio demon is being shot by himself, doing the radio program, so doing the podcast itself. And he's all you see of him is like the lower part of his face, like you see his mouth and whatever, and him talking into the mic and him telling the story. So we're shooting that, and then we're shooting the scene with the main character who is listening to the story at her home, and she's getting a little, uneasy. But then the second day is the story that he's describing. So we need a whole day for that because he's going to kill this girl.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's kind of it's a sexual, sensual scene before she dies. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, yeah.
So I got all three actors in place, and yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, I had to ask the one girl, I had to be like real clear. You do understand that this dude is going to do stuff to you and then you're going to die.
Yeah.
And she's like, she's all into it. Yeah. Like weirdos. All of you people are weirdos.
That's what we're told, but we think it's the other normies that are weird. So anyway.
All you people are weirdos.
There's that. Let's see. Okay, I think I caught up with the chat. Let me see what other sprint. I still have to make my werewolf sprint, timers. I haven't made them yet, but I will be.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I'm making some for.
Ooh, I think I'll make one because I have the song that I made for Duncan.
Mm-hmm.
The only problem is I can't get that one word out of the song where I called him the wrong name because I called him Light Green. And what did you say he was?
Miss Grill.
I tried to change it, but it kept changing the entire song, and I wanted to keep the song the way it was.
Well, it will. It doesn't really make a difference.
And so I'm gonna leave it, but I'm gonna put a disclaimer on that. So I think I'll make a timer with that.
Yeah, good, you want.
That's
I gotta see. I have some time to make the timers. It doesn't take too much. I just use the same formulas before, and I have plenty of werewolf pictures I can use for this month. I think I'll make a few.
I don't, so I have to get on it.
Yeah, but I did come up because that poem that I wrote for Pax Poetry prompt for this month, which is the witch and the werewolf.
I that one.
I ended up making an entire book series out of it. So that happened. So I'm probably gonna write that after I finish Caliostro. I try not to start other projects while I have ones that are dominant that I need to do. So I'm going to I think I'm going to do that first, but I really do want to write that because I'm 26. I'm gonna be doing a lot of my romance stuff. I'm trying to put that stuff out. So
yeah.
I'm gonna go.
I got my whole 26 schedule done.
Yeah, I didn't schedule any of that out because I still got to move. So,
but I usually don't do it the whole year. This soon, like I'll do the skeleton of the year, and then I'll do the first quarter fleshed out.
Yep.
But I didn't. But this time I was like, I've been so off track for so long.
Yeah.
I'm like, nope. I'm gonna go ahead and just knock the whole year out, and I did.
That's good. It's good to plan ahead. But like, I know for sure I'll finish Caliostro's draft for before the end of the year, and then I'll finish any of my horror stuff that I wanted to put out next year. I want to make sure I got all the drafts done, and so that way I can start flushing out some of the romance stuff that I have outlined already. But that's just adding another set to that. But yeah, I think that one would do good because of its premise. But all right, y'all, we're gonna start the next sprint. Another 30 minutes on the clock.
I don't know if I'll be here.
That's fine. You can pop out whenever you need to.
Yeah, I'll be here for as long as I can until the children show up.
You good? No worries. If I see you pop out, I'll know what's up. All right, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and start next sprint, and I'll see you in 30 minutes. Happy writing, reading, productivity. And that's time for the second sprint. Let me know how you did in the chat if you are writing or whatever you're working on. I'll just chat for a couple minutes and then jump back into the next sprint, which will be the last sprint of the night, more than likely. Let's see in the chat. No, Jocelyn, she had to step away, step back right with the moves at 17-minute mark. Aphrodite's almost done sorting puzzle pieces because she was putting together a puzzle. Jocelyn had some lasagna soup, which she's very excited about. Aphrodite wants a bowl. Well, if you come up with a way to magically save someone a bowl and transfer it to them or teleport it, I'll take a bowl too. Thanks. So, how many pages did I get in that time? I got 22 in that time. So, moving along. It's not long. This one's like a novella size, I would say. It's about 136 pages for this book. So, not overly long. So, making progress pretty quickly. If I read it for the rest of the night, I should finish it. And then I can move on to the second book and the prompts. So, I don't remember which book that is. Let me see if I look real quick and see which one was the second book. Because that's for prompt 2. Because the first prompt was a movie. Let's see where. I think. I don't remember which book was it for the third prompt. Then I have movie suggestions. I don't remember what the. Let me see if I can look real quick because I don't recall 100. Let's see. Let's see. La la la. Where is my list of books? Let's see. Oh, Howl in the Dark. Pick a paranormal book where werewolves must battle dark forces of other monsters, vampires, witches, or even demons. Which one of these books did I pick for that? I had the list on my video, but at least if I'm keeping order, I don't have to read them in order. I do not have to read them in order. But I want to see which one I have for that particular prompt, because I did have like certain ones picked out for particular ones. So I would mostly try to read them in order, unless that's not going to happen. I think it's Wolf Gone Wild. Yeah. So that would be. Let's see. I got the picture of that one still. I actually like the cover. This one's pretty basic, I would say. Where is it? There it is. This one, Wolf Gone Wild. That's the one with the witch and wolf story. And actually, that's why I wrote the poem, because I was reading this one for the prompt. Because I think this is not. No. This is the one for the Against Supernatural. Why do I have that in the lineup second? It's probably because I was. Probably what I put it as. Let me see. Yeah, 3. Yeah, 3. That is right. Howl in the Dark. So that's like monster. It could be vampires, witches, or demons. And this one has witches and as the second go-to, but it's not really fighting against, I would say. So I don't think it doesn't exactly fit the prompt 100, but I couldn't really find one in time that was like, they were fighting the forces of it. So technically, it's a little bit of that in it. So it's a lot more romance than anything. So, but the story this series I end up making is about witches, and the first book is werewolf, the second book is vampire, and the third book is a demon. So I did like with that prompt set, but I write a series like that. It's connected, but then different couple each time. So it's 3, probably 4 books, because the fourth book kind of brings the whole story plot together. But I think that one will be well received. So witches and werewolves, and mine are actually werewolves because these stories are mostly all just shifters. They're not actually werewolves. So they said, well, they're I'm like, no. You're not. If you're turned into a wolf that's like a dog, like a wolf on all fours, and it's the size of a wolf, that's a shifter. I know you want to call it were, but it's not a were. It's just a shifter. So you're a wolf shifter. That's it. No. Anyway, let's see. After I said I finished sorting and about to do the frame now. Cool. Yep. After I said going to watch the movie tonight with the kids. Cool. Right? Yeah, I like wears because you got like were tiger, were bear, blah blah blah. But you have to actually shift. And I don't know. Werewolf is not. They started blending it more. A werewolf was very particularly a werewolf, and it's supposed to be more of a demonic setting of a wolf shift. It's not. You're not shifting into a wolf. You're shifting into a more possession. It's not like when someone is a shifter and they shift into a wolf. You'll notice that even the more evil intent of a werewolf is because it's more like a possession. So when you become a werewolf, it's trying to seclude you. Even if you will try to fight against the beast, eventually you're going to give in to it. It's very possession based if you actually sit there and think about a werewolf's transformation and not shifting into a wolf. That's why it's different for a shifter. You can shift into different animals, but if you're a shifter that shifted very particularly to a wolf, you're a wolf shifter. So I don't know why they started blending shifters into wares. There's not the same thing. The were indicates the transformation into more of a demonic state of that thing. It's a fusion of the two things, the humanoid into the being consumed by the beast of whatever the force is. So I don't know when they decided they were just going to just mix the whole shifter aspects to the wear, and it's very underwhelming. It was no need for it. Also, it's hard to find, you know, well, shifters meaning shifting into, because you see like the romance, like the one I'm reading, this one here, claimed by the wolf, and you see there's a wolf back here, and it says werewolf, but it's not a werewolf. It's literally a shifter. Because you'll see, like, if you watched, I don't know if you ever saw Twilight, or if you saw, what's that vampire show that used to come on? I had the whole series. I gave it to my brother. I was like, I don't even want to like it no more. It's based off the Sookie Stackhouse book series. Why can't I remember the names? Blood something. But yeah, so that one that came on HBO, they had like all kinds of different things in there, but there was shifters in that too. You shift or phase. Yeah, not Vampire Diaries is the other one. Vampire Diaries was True Blood. Thank you, True Blood. Yeah, Vampire Diaries is a good vampire show though. True Blood went kind of crazy with all kinds of different supernatural beings in it, but like I don't know when it happened. I don't know when the shift happened. People used to get them mixed up, which was fine, but now they just act like it's just the case now. And I'm like, oh no, it's not. If we say werewolf romance, I'm expecting to see a hawking werewolf demon beast man. Like, I'm expecting to see that, not a man or a woman who shifts into a literal wolf that you would see in the woods. That's a shifter. Hence, like I'm Native American, so in Native American culture, there would be like old tales and stuff of a being able to shift into wolf, because the wolf is a spirit animal that is, prominent in Native culture. But shifting into said animal, it's not the same thing as what aware is. It's more of a possession type of thing, something taking over the hunger of that. The hunger effects can happen with a shifter who shifts into let's say you shift into a cat, okay, or you can shift it to any animal. So you're shifting. You're not it's not a transformation the same way. Like, you have skinwalkers. That's another type of werewolf. I'm gonna air quote that. Their skinwalkers, they rip their skin off, and they become the beast that way. It's more of a skinwalker because they're really wearing the skin of their mortal self, and not so much as transforming with the bones pop out of place and all that jazz. It's just different, and they completely just started mixing it. And I think they did it a lot of times because in shifting romance, it's different than if it actually was a werewolf. I don't really care for the fact that they use the term werewolf for every type of wolf creature that's out there. There's all kinds of different ones, like a wolf man. He's not a werewolf per se, but he's closer to a werewolf than a shift wolf would be. If I just turn into a freaking wolf, I'm not a werewolf. I just shifted into a literal wolf. It's not a werewolf. I don't care what they want to try to claim now. It's not the case. Sorry. No. Now they can romanticize shifter wolves more than they could a werewolf, but don't call it a werewolf. It's not. Sorry. If you even look it up, like shifter romance, it's like it's the same. It's under the same banner because that's what they were. Calling it a werewolf is no. Even Stephanie Myers in her Twilight series called her wolves in that werewolves, and they were all her wolves were Native American descent, and which is a usual thing that they do. Native Americans will be like, "Oh, shifted to wolves," you know what I mean? Is well used, but like they were just bigger wolves, which technically in some werewolf lore, the big giant wolves would be ridden by werewolves. Like werewolves would ride those type of wolves. They would be like the pets of actual werewolves. Okay, so like her calling them werewolves was kind of funny. I'm like, they're just giant wolves. They aren't werewolves. Like, sorry, but no. But at least they were big, giant versions of a wolf. In most of these stories, the person is just shifting into a literal wolf. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, that's not a werewolf, but I digress on that. That's what it is. I was reading a book that had an interesting story for the shifters, and they explained it. Yeah. It is. They have hierarchies and things. It was a whole culture with clans and everything. Yeah, tends to be the case. I suppose you couldn't really consider them werewolves, though. Yeah, I mean, they could call them that. I told you they kind of blanketed under it, but it's just they can do what they want with that. But they're not werewolves, like they're not. If it's not on two hind legs, standing humanoid-esque, big beastie, usually like 8 to 10 feet tall. I mean, most of the time they're about 8 feet tall. It's not a werewolf. Sorry. Like, look at American Werewolf from London. That's a werewolf. He may have crawled on all fours a lot of times, but he could stand up. You know what I mean? Even Dog Soldiers. These are werewolf movies. These are literally werewolves. Like, I hate it that they started mixing in. It's like, well, all of these are werewolves. Like, no, they're not. They're shifters. They're not werewolves. I think on True Blood, the guy who ran is he the one who worked at the bar at one point? It's the blonde haired dude that was on there. He was a shifter, I believe, if I remember correctly. But yeah, half man, half wolf, right? Has to be like Wolfman could get away with being under werewolf. He is his own class, really, Wolfman. But he's really vicious. Wolfmen are terrible. Sometimes they can be more terrible than werewolf. But like, at least that would be close. But when people saw that freaking shifter, like, nah, yeah, he was a shifter, right? That's why he shifted into an actual wolf. So, like, I just wish that they wouldn't. And I'm reading this alpha, claimed by the alpha. It's just a shifter. Like, he shifts to a wolf. They can run the clan thing, the pack, if you will, the pack thing. Now that would be a little harder. Hey, lady, it would be a little harder if you did werewolves in a pack setting. Now, in one of the storylines that I'm writing, there is a pack of werewolves, which is something that's not done too often. And the reason behind that usually is because werewolves would be more likely to run solo than an actual shifter wolf that could run in a pack and have a clan or whatever. So instead of calling it just a pack, I have it as a clan, which is the same concept, clan, pack, whatever. But I'm still going to run with that setting because when you're born a werewolf, it would be more different than someone who's turned into one with the curse. But if you're born with the curse, I think it would still be possible to have a pack of werewolves. It would be good for anybody, obviously. But yeah, I'm still gonna run with that. After I said he shifted into whatever he wanted, but preferred to be a dog most times. Sam was my favorite. Yeah, that's right. That's why I could remember. And yeah. So see, the shifter can shift it to anything, but there's like different types of shifters that shifter might only shift it to one particular animal, maybe born that way. But like, the werewolf thing just gets on my nerves. It really it just gets on my nerves. It really does. But anyway, let me go ahead and get the next timer going. Let me see. And I hate YouTube because I like how they don't pay me, but they want to put ads on some of my freaking timers. Like, y'all need to get up out my face. Like, I need y'all to get off my face. Anyway, we're going to start the last 30-minute sprint for the night. And then, yeah, get some work done for the last 30 minutes, and I'll see you in 30. Happy writing. And that's time for the last sprint of the night. Let me know how you did in the chat if you were writing with me. Let's see here. Yep. See how many pages I get read. I'm about halfway through the book now, so I'll take that. Good night, Aphrodite. Thanks for being here tonight. And everybody was saying good night to you before too. Oh my! So on Sunday when I sprint again, when my live streams are back, I will be writing again because I'm going to only probably read 2 books a week. So I'm going to finish this one probably tomorrow, and then I'll move on to Wolf Gone Wild. That one's a little longer, if I recall. Actually, let me look real quick and see how many pages I'm gonna have. I think it's more like the 400 and something realm ish. I'm sure. So let me double check that because I don't recall top of my head. I think it's something like 400 and something pages. A bigger book. Yeah, this one's about 395. So I can usually put a 400, 500 page book out in a day if it's good enough. But with the way my schedule is, I don't know if I'll be able to pull it off. We'll see. But I'll definitely finish Unclaimed by Alpha tomorrow because I do have to go to bed tonight. Of course, work. But I will finish it tomorrow, and then I will start on Wolf Gone Wild. So I'll probably have Wolf Gone Wild finished before I stream, which is why I said that I'll be writing again on that sprint. And I haven't really got to finish Track Within all the way. That's what I've been trying to finish before I go back and jump back in and finish Caliostro. So I'll probably finish Track Within because it's literally a little bit left to this point. So I'll do that when we stream on Sunday. So hopefully I'll see you all then. If not, I'll see you on Tuesday. Streaming every Tuesday and Sunday. I always let you know ahead of time if the stream gets canceled because of work or otherwise things. But most of the time, I make it. So we usually do 3 30-minute sprints with 4-minute chat, 5-minute chats in between. So I will see you then. So happy writing, reading, whatever you're working on. And of course, you must always remember to stay scared.